Center, which is one of the services that we offer, this big warehouse here, two warehouses actually, a lumber warehouse and this warehouse here that we're a nonprofit organization, and we accept reusable rebuilding material that we resell back to the public at 50 to 90% off the retail value. So this is a fun area, and what I love about it is that everybody, there's something for everybody, and it's a place where it makes a lot of people happy, because for me, you know, I like to save money too, who doesn't? But, you know, makes a lot of plans and dreams happen. When you donate a reusable rebuilding item, you get a tax receipt, and then that item that you donate is going to make somebody's building dream or artistic dream or rebuilding dream come true. You know, one of the spectrums that we offer of many, you know, is like the ideas. You know, wow, you walk through the door and, oh my gosh, what am I walking on? Oh, did you know that these are solid core doors that can go on the floor? You know, everywhere you go, there's reuse ideas and inspiration for everybody.
I'm almost 57 years old, and I've been priced out of a place to live in Portland. So thought, well, I'll build a tiny house. And I just installed my door yesterday, and I'm looking for door hardware so I can now lock it up. As soon as I started to build it, I had a friend invite me for dinner and asked me if I would be interested in moving it to her land down in the Applegate Valley. So when the tiny house is finished, which hopefully will be within the next 3 to 4 weeks, I'll move it to the Applegate Valley. This is like, you know, everybody that shops here is a savior in a tiny way, because they're saving that stuff from going to a landfill. So I think it's a great place to shop, and I'm really glad that it's been here for a good long while. The prices are great. Why go pay for new something when there's so much fun in shopping for what's already had a life and you can give it another life? Well, I've come to the ReBuilding Center a number of times during my project. The first time was to find a sink. Because I was told the first thing that you want to buy for your tiny house is a sink. I don't know why. I've had this sink now sitting around for 4 months. And I came here and I found a lot of great parts for lamps. I've done all the lamps for my tiny house, and so I'm pretty pleased about that.
Another service that we offer is also the volunteer services that a diversified groups of people come, either on a personal level or to do community service, serve your time, you know, and also a lot of group. They help us and volunteer in different ways.
Yeah, we just both started volunteering here. I'm in college, and for one of my classes, it's required to do 10 hours of volunteering. And I looked up the ReBuilding Center and decided to volunteer here, and my mom decided to join me. So this is our second time here. And in the past, I did some office work upstairs for them, and then trying to work on the floor too. Yeah, so I'm working in the tile area here, and then also the lighting. And mostly the goal is just to clear the aisleways so customers can see all the tile and walk through clearly. And then also same thing in the lighting, helping people that come by and just helping them find different tiles, because there's a wide variety here obviously, so the goal is just to help the customer find what they need and keep the area as clean as possible. Yeah, it's really nice coming here with my mom to volunteer, so it's just a bonding experience and also like connecting with the greater Portland community as well. Yeah, I hadn't really heard of the ReBuilding Center, but after I researched it online, I really liked how they were restoring things and like reusing materials, and then also learning about the deconstruction projects was really cool. That isn't something that I've done, but learning about it was really cool.
The deconstruction, well, we go to different sites and disassemble whatever, either a whole structure or a partial structure of, say, a home or a building or a warehouse or an airport, or you never know, the spectrum is so wide. There's just so much here that we offer. In the lumber warehouse, there's everything from lumber, landscape materials, bricks, big things, mountains of doors and windows of every sort that are so amazing.
So I'm here at the ReBuilding Center for one basic reason. I can find materials that I can use at an extremely good price. You never know what you find here. I've learned that if you come here, if you want something, you should buy it because it can go real quick. There's a lot of recycled material, so I'm a very big fan of that. It's a huge issue with me. I think we have to do that as a culture overall. And you won't know who you'll be rubbing shoulders with, whether they're builders or I've seen some huge material move out of here. I know people do art here to get materials for art, but a lot of people, there's a lot of building materials. But there's some materials that can't be reused for a building, but they can be used for artistic purposes too. So I like to do both.
Well, you think, you've heard that before. Somebody's trash is somebody else's treasure, but my gosh, the treasures here are so broad and available. So the COP structure came about by volunteer work, and we invited the community to come together to make it happen. And COB is an element that it's like an offshoot of Adobe. And so we invited the people to come together and get dirty and help with the design of those trees there that represent the 4 stations of the year. And it's just amazing what can be recreated, with metal and dirt, that you can combine those things. And one of the young men that worked here, Mike Surrey, he's a local artist, and he's the one that designed that structure. And the fencing outside along the sidewalk, have you seen that? It's the most beautiful thing. A lot of this is volunteers that have made all these things come together. And so it's a beautiful thing that we can incorporate different groups of people, and as far as even including individuals, to help with the environment and sustainability.